There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Following our people who willing to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers are giving us here the promise of them. The welcome and life without fear.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love me, more I know what is
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the thing, and I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold.
Good morning. Let's share the show, please, as you join us. Milborn, Monk, Siku, and the rest of the guys will join us later. Let's share the show in the meantime, please. Let's share the show. We will recognize you here today. Please let us know where you are following us from, please. You will not die if you tell where you're following us from. Please let us know where you are following us from. Please and please. Please let us know where you are following us from, please. Please and please. Good morning to all of you. Good afternoon, good day. Let's share the show. Please, let's share the show. As you can see, the topic today, can Liberia make progress? Let's share the show, please. Let's share the show. Please and please. So just before we share the show, I also want to, just before we share the show, I want to play briefly what your president said when he came back from Liberia, from America. What your president Jose Boakai said. I want to play it. I want you to listen as we share the show. I want you to listen very carefully to what your president said when he came from Liberia, from the United States of America. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all of you. Good day. Today's Friday. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm thinking today's Saturday. I don't understand why I have this mindset that today's Saturday. But today's actually Friday. Yes, today's Friday. Happy weekend. Let's share the show now. I don't know the problem I got with you. Yeah, let's share the show. You don't want to share the show. Let's share the show. So I want you to listen to President Jose Boakai. I do. I want you to take notes. I want you to listen. Hear what the president said. Let's hear what President Jose Boakai says. You're listening to the papier.
We thank God for being back here. said, you know, as I sit and have things, maybe a lot of things we take for granted. But when I look at the flood,
Found our guy.
He's perfect.
We're gonna need a flight.
Travel.
South Carolina, where we were supposed to have come, by the very day we were supposed to have come, and the Secret Service called and said we shouldn't go there. And I had to speak to the city mayor and the Liberians there. The minister education was already there. And you know, you can thank God and have an understanding that we are just mere humans. All the things that we do, the great things we pride in, can be wound up in. I mean, when I look at the houses necessary, but even the streets, how they are won. They had to use donkeys to go to labor, goods and services to that great country that has everything.
Yeah.
We should thank God for what we enjoy here in Liberia, in the midst of all of our problems and poverty. I mean, the difficulty that God has favored us. My only concern always has been that we take too many things for granted. For a number of years, we don't have roads, but we don't care. For a number of years, no educational system, but we don't care. But we take so much life in other countries. One who enjoy life in other countries. Let me tell everybody here, and I'm telling you honestly, it had never been my desire to fight president for this. But my desire had always been that this country will be a country well respected. I don't even think about it. It's not about presidency. It's about a country that's so blessed that will treat us so lightly. And you can see when teams work together. From the time I've been going to states as president, the Secret Service that worked with me. This is the best team we have ever had. I mean, the commitment of these people. Now speaking to you, just doing their work, from taking us through the halls of the, going through the traffic there, trying to avoid violating the rules, and up to the point, we drove, because most people were saying we didn't go by road to Providence. How those people were so organized. We went by road, it was like the group ahead of us is informed. We get there, they change the vehicle, and we move. I mean, I have always been someone who believes in organization, in things working. I seem to say, and you're not giving these people anything. You give them money, they don't take it. But they are committed up to the time that we came back to, and everywhere you go, that's the kind of commitment that we lack. Everybody fighting. Let me let you know, I have always come to respect people, and I always said that even the person who cleaned the bathroom, I respect them. God cannot, he didn't make everybody, if everybody was equal or running the same thing, look, who will serve whom? But that's why the Bible says, whatever we do, let's do it. I think we're doing it for God. I always say, take William for example. You travel a long distance. All of you travel, you're hungry. But by the time you get there, you're fixing food. Not that they are not hungry. It's responsibility. Something that we lack here. Everybody fight. And I can tell you, the time comes, God will give you. I don't have to tell you about myself. So I want to thank all of you here who are coming. There are a lot of you here who are working. Some of you haven't even been paid. But it's for the country. And we appreciate all of you. I appreciate people who love their country, who work for their country. This trip that we made, it was a trip. Why do you think I've left for me alone? I wouldn't leave this country. India, go to
Yes, Jack.
But if people are honest to know the situation this country is in this sub-region, we will work much harder. Because 177 years, you don't have road, our people of country can have drinking water, the cities are not laid out. And you don't understand the difficulty in that. Not that people are lazy. The women are full the other day. Every day they're calling for help. I said, but every time we have to, they say, we grow rice, but we can't sell it. The rice is dead. You don't understand the difficulty when a country is not structured properly. You think it's simple. You think that people are lazy, but they produce, they can't sell because the system is not in place. When we used to have cooperatives, people who produce, when I was at LPNC, they would bring the right to buy, they go and produce. It's not in place. And most of us don't understand. Most of us believe that because we ain't really a radical, that's not life. Life goes beyond just yourself. And that's the commitment that we bring to the job. And that's what I'm talking this, it's not the talking point, but these are things that come from my mind. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride a wheelbarrow to go to that mansion. I don't care. But this country, we must live ourselves. You come from one part of the world, everything is in place. You come to another part, everything is out of place. And people don't guess. One go here, one go there, one go. And this country can even be better than those places because what is it? You live in a nice house, you have road, you have drinking water, you can just turn them on. That will keep you over there. That was somebody do it one day over there, one day here. They want to come home for a job here and do it. You gotta be there or be here, let's struggle and build this. And so I want to thank all of us. Like the Bible says, like this mind being you. It was in Christ Jesus. That's the commitment I have. I don't have to be here. I can live without this. We made a trip. We left here. I'm glad that we're back. We went to attend investment forum in Canada. And I think the advantage of doing that is that we got an embassy in Canada. The ambassador there, Funny Shepherd, used to live right. Canada is a very powerful country. We have a lot of Liberians there, about 30,000, without representation. And when you live in a country without representation, it means that anything can happen to you. You don't have anywhere to go. But also opportunities there. We went there, and we found out that there were people there who have been yearning for this. We have very good meetings, a very good contract. There's several appeals for help for our country. In Canada, we ask for investment. That's what we need in this country. I think sometimes I wonder whether people really know the degree to which our people have been suffering. From the time coup took place in 1980, it began to marginalize people. Then the war, more people, simply because we're sitting around here, there are people hurting in this country. People who have lost their parents, they don't have any future. And people say sometimes we say the people can blame. They blame because nowhere to turn. When we were growing up in this country, I came from nowhere, but you could get those jobs to do something. Today, nothing. People are just more and more behind. They try to drop because they left them with parents, and these parents, with family members who don't have the time themselves, they don't have the resources, so they take to the streets. That's the commitment. Those are the people we're talking about. And so we go around looking for jobs. It will take a long time to bring this country to a level where people have hope in it. And that's why we're going. I always say the thing that chasing you, you doesn't stop running, you can start running. Our country is in problem.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum payments could.
Plenty children. At the UN, we have to speak on street children. We have to speak on the youth. We have to speak to people, to listen. People who have and have the possibility to help. But they're not going to help if we don't strengthen our country, if we don't become responsible. I take an example of JFK. When we took over, the doctors, when they prescribe, they send you to a drugstore. Recently, when we put a bank in there and a clinic, a drug, drugstore, so that people now will prescribe, you will take the book and go buy it. Sometimes we don't care, we don't go around, but when God gave you an opportunity, He gave it to you for you to use it to benefit and to better other people's condition. And so at the UN we spoke. And myself, I was in the same crowd to speak because it was a balanced speech. You heard some speakers when I spoke of countries, like when I listened to the president of Turkey, all he was bouncing on the Israeli war. But yes, the Israeli was there, but we were turning all around the points, things that are affecting not just Liberia. And we thank God for that. The speech there is 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, they start cutting you off. So I don't know how we managed asking for just 15 minutes. If they didn't cut us off, then what? Is to boost the private sector. No matter what we do in this country, the government is not absorbed. If the government employ everybody, then there won't be a country. Who will pay it? Where the money will come from? That's why we go around appealing to people. I don't care what you feel like, what side you own, this country is in trouble. For the last couple of years, there's been no investment, but there are people who have not worked. Some of them are in offices, they're not working. And the pride of it is not just to even give you money, but to work. You go to school to learn so you can use the education. There's no opportunity to do it. Of course, when people tell you stay here and we give $5 every month, you'll be happy. But it doesn't bring you up. Why did you go to school for? And those are the things that we're moving around to do. So we're able to talk with the private sector. And besides that, at the United Nations, we inform them about the progress we are making. It might be slow. You will not see it, but things are improving. Some other things are improving. So we have to report about what we're doing, how we help to improve situation, encourage the people, because people get tired of you, that you went through the same circle. I mean, your life can improve, they help you. Let me tell you, I don't care what you do in the world, you will always have money coming to this country. But we don't need money for the government. Give you money to keep you alive. It's like breastfeeding you. But I will take care of your children, I will send them to school. You won't do it. We have to have investment. We have to be able to build the capacity of our people to produce, to have that dignity. You don't always want to be a beggar. And so we did it better because we will be realizing economic growth. We have to be committed to work. Some people here are not looking for a job, they're looking for payroll. That's it, on payroll. But that payroll you want, where the money gonna come? We gotta learn to work. So at the UN, we're able to meet one-on-one, the Secretary General. But what really, I'm very proud of, and I want to thank Madam Shirley, but our presence there to help us our day. Non-permanent member of the Security Council. We were founding members of the UN, the League of Nations, to the United Nations. Those 10 seats there, we want to have one of them. And we can see.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry. Outdoor time. It's me time.
Sticking it to the boss. That sounds fun. We have.
The African presidents were there. President Akufo-Addo was there. They all saw me and they told me we are here, we're supporting, we are leaving, we're supporting. And so, even people like Nima Boy, Nima was not there, but she wrote, there's a video that was supposed to show, but people came from all over, came from all over to support our day. They show patriotism. They show that they were interested in our country. And the Liberians, it was like a celebration. So we want to thank all of them for their love for their country. Most people left this country because of the situation here. Sometimes some of them would have come back, but what about their children? They haven't given them a future. They couldn't give them a future here, but they still show interest in their country. So we learned that for that position, and I'd like to thank all of those who were there. We left the Board of Providence, Rhode Island, there again. Some Liberians, one of the Liberians we met there, he's a member of the House of Representatives there. We are very happy for the Liberians who've been living there. They've been doing a good job. Some of them have commitment, but our attention, we drew their attention. Yes, why are you there? For Liberia. There is a senator there who have a lot of Liberians, more than 4,000 Liberians. He had, and
Folks, we are very sorry that we can't continue the entire thing. We want to get into the show because I don't know what to make of it, but we'll react to it in a little bit. In my honest view, I think I'm not sure what Joseph Boakai thought he was doing. To those belly-driven people who were clapping. I'm not sure what they were clapping about. I'm not sure what they understood, what they heard. I'm not sure what the hype was about. You know, I've listened to this, but I've really not paid attention to it. I just listening to it now. Anyway, we'll get into it because I don't want to get started. But I think,
yeah, indeed.
I really think something is not adding up. Something is not right. But we'll talk about what's not right, probably. By the way, folks, welcome to the show for today. Welcome to each and every one of you. It's a good thing to be here. It's wonderful to be alive. You have your rights to please comment and disagree with us. But in the comment section, we'll monitor it. If you come here and you think you'll be disrespectful, you think you will cost us in the name of freedom, which will allow you to be here, you will lie. You carry that foolishness to the people who you want to praise and worship. So if you want to be here and enjoy the show, you're more than welcome. You can disagree all respectfully. But if you use any insulting word on this platform, you insult any one of us, you will go. You will be banned from this show. I mean, blocked and banned. If you think you are man or you woman, try it. Let's see. So far, the only person on the show that got high tolerance, Asiku. Asiku can accommodate yo. Asiku can be very, very patient and tolerant. I don't play games. Fools are not my friends. No fool can be my friend. So if you come here, you act foolish, you'll go. You can go right on your page. You can go insult on your page. That's your right. And your personal page. But you misbehave here, you will go. And you'll be gone for good. You come with a fake name again, you'll be gone for good. Trust me, we got a couple of fools. We got a fools list. That will pack all the fools there. They some day when I think I can be reviewing the list, all the fools there, I can see them on there. And you will not be on black. So if you think this is a joke, try me. Try me and see. Let's get to the conversation, folks. Mark, what's up, my man? What's going on? Happy Friday. Today's Friday.
Yep.
And
today's another day.
Yes.
Yeah, the Friday's edition of SKTV. Nice to be here. Great to be alive. And I follow your show yesterday with the show you recommended that we follow yesterday. I didn't end it, but at least I spent some time. And to the listeners, the viewers in Radio Land in Liberia, more specifically from Europe, Australia, the US, and every part of the world, we say welcome to SKTV again. And you know today is Friday, so I want to start the show with our tradition when it comes to keeping SKTV on the air. And you know we got certain commitment and obligation when it comes to making sure we can carry the financial burden of SKTV so that we can hit every corner of the country in terms of radio frequency and making sure that the average person in Liberia, some people don't have access to internet data. Matter of fact, it's costly and even expensive. While Oma and Papa on the farm, they got their little radio, they can listen to SKTV. So please try your best to make sure you can finance the work of SKTV. I'll get a reminder. Today is Friday, and I listened to the president video, and but we're getting to it anyway. So let me take a break and let Milburn introduce himself for the day, and then we'll take it from there.
Milburn, my man, what's going on? How are you?
My man, I have an issue with you. In fact, I got to take you into a committee room because you wasted most of our time, and all the time you're wasting and so forth, and we got to hold you in contempt because by this time we're supposed to be making money, or you wasted all of our time beyond something that we can easily understand without even hearing anything. Like I told Business Monk, I don't hear anything. I'm right in I don't hear anything. You want to play something that will not understand. So you now will interpret. So
yeah,
you are the what Business Monk, sign interpreter or what kind of thing?
Well,
Steve will be interpreting to us. So I'm asking as to whether he's sign interpreter or what kind of interpreter he is.
I don't understand sign language, so maybe I will be having my notebook to take some notes because I don't understand.
Wonderful. So indeed, thank you so much. But to admit, Steve, thank you for the video. I know this thing come on so that the people can know that some of the things that we've been saying is true 100% because some of them, you were against. Every time you talk about some of these things, all they say is you were against. But thank God that some of them they listen and they watch the video that the voice can easily come out. You know, anyway, my brother, me, I gotta protect my security boy again. Steve, today is Friday, and to all our supporters, let me say this to you, please. Today, Friday, we will bring you all of the happening. We will come here and explain everything to you bit by bit, even though we're going to go into some social discussion, because we promise you that sometime we'll come here, especially during the weekend, we'll come up with some social discussion. I live for some time, because mine is Steve. Look, yeah, Steve, we don't understand some of the work we've been doing, that whenever I go to places, by the time somebody mention SKTV, say, oh yes, I was following, and you know, the only player, you know, and not everybody left politics. Some people, you know, they get educated by someone saying that we say on the radio. So they say, oh yeah, Regina Moore said this, and Steve said this. This social discussion, they were so interesting. So we'll come here, some of you, you get angry. Yeah, they are people, yeah, they are pastor, not in there. So no, we'll not leave any of them. We'll be on this thing out. Make sure that our society is straight. Thank you so much, my brother.
Don't make me laugh, yeah. Don't make me laugh. My man, one game I will show leave up. Anyway, folks, let's share the show, please. Again,
maybe I got a point to tell you on the show today, because you were absent from the show yesterday, that Steve was telling us to watch. Man, I will give you a one-liner, you won't even believe it.
No, I want that.
Mom, say we starting the social powerful game.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell him, man? What did man miss yesterday?
Maybe, you know, yesterday I logged on the show. For me, I follow that show, I think, on a couple of occasions. And I know they are all female. They got their own view. You know, women and men don't process information the same way. Women are mostly emotional when it comes to information. Men kind of are logical in their approach. So I kind of understand the show. That's why I said maybe we'll stay away from that show. So yesterday we're talking about a lot of stuff, like, you know, Steve, that is social scientist. For me, I'm into social science. So he was talking about self-care and like that's a personal inventory about your behavior and character and how to take care of yourself. So there was a statement that Steve made. He said, let me, and you know, he was giving an example. The guy was giving, I was taking note, I was just listening, man. I was enjoying the conversation. Steve was giving all the model and all the therapeutic model when it comes to human psychology. And every time he gave this model, he would give an example. But one example, he said, at a certain point in time, the elasticity of your breast, it can deteriorate. One of the girls look out.
Thank you.
So for those of you who never followed the show yesterday, I would encourage you to go and watch it. Sometimes we got to be practical and realistic, right? Our sister, then some of them killing themselves to go do breast implant and all of that. They're exposing themselves to a lot of different things, right? The fact that you even have to go do the breast implant alone shows a sign that you are insecure about your body.
Oh yeah, because for sure.
At a certain age, when you reach a certain age and you've had children, even if you haven't had children, the older you get, the elasticity and other things in your body.
Yeah, your body got weaker. That's it. That's science.
To do the breast implant, that means you are insecure about your body, whether you like it or not. If you feel that I'm being disrespectful, that's your business. It's just that you are not open to the truth. And the truth of the matter is this: you are exposing yourself to danger, and that's just what it is. If you are a grown woman and you think you need to go do fake butt and fake breast to fool the men, and when the men fool you too, when you hear complaining in your ear, you don't want to complain in your ear. Say you live in fake life, other people too will fake you. You have to fool the minister thing. When the minister then fool you, no, think about it.
Maybe made the show yesterday, man. I was calling for Babe on the show. They never come and listen.
Yeah, actually, but I watched the show after a while, and really, you know, I listened to everything you just said. It's true. I listened to my brother, you know, sitting between almost four, right? Four beautiful women, right?
My man, I can handle it. I'm more people.
Steve were all, what some of them were like drinking, I don't know, they were drinking something, trying to do something. You know, they start putting all this kind of, you know, posture, like they want to entice my brother. But anyway,
they can't entice me, my brother. I'm super straight. Trust me. I'm ready at 45. What are you talking? So,
No,
but the conversation we had yesterday, because people, let's take for example, Melbourne. You will hear women saying that they're independent. Okay, that's great. Soon they break up from the relationship, or the men lead them, and they can pay their own bill. Then the drummer start making noise in the community. Oh, independent women, and we don't need no man, and independent women. That's not true. That's not true. You are not independent. You are just responsible. That's all. Paying your own bill does not mean that you're independent. It means you are just responsible. So that means you're trying to tell me all the time you were with that man or you were together, you were not independent, you were dependent, you were liability. Oh, so they make you have to live your life before you become independent. It's serious. So some of the things I can say does not make sense rationally. When people try to go back to senses, you take it personal. How you pass around and say you're independent woman because you pay your own bill? Who's going to pay your bill? Like your pa? Your husband like your pa? Your boyfriend like your pa? The men that you sleeping with like your pa? You know something I've heard before we get to the politics. Something I've heard that can make me laugh at here. Something I heard that's very interesting and made me laugh at here.
Oh, that is coming on to a yet topic.
But man, that one noise in the town.
Oh,
you like noise. I tell you, I can hear some of these ladies saying, the man loving to me, he's not doing nothing for me. Well, let me get something clear. What are you doing for the man too? When both of you get intimate, when you get involved with sexual relationship, you can pay him. You can pay the man. You don't pay him. You don't pay the man. This one to pass on for you. You who? You who? Also, when you go do sexual activities or intimacy, that one person can enjoy it.
And that's the thing. Why you
so
people
making you're something where you pass around, you tell a message, and you're not doing nothing for me. That your part, who's going to do something for you? You know that your part's going to do something for you. You know that. And the one that can make me surprised, you were doing your hair before I met you. You were doing your nails before I met you. You were doing everything before I met you. So why am you now? It become a responsibility. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? Okay, then guess what? Too. When I ready to go cut my hair, all the suit then I can wear, all the back shorts I can wear, the underwear I can wear, and other things that I can my perfume and other things, then you should be paying for it too. So it can be equal. What are you talking? You think you'll get sense? You're really think you'll get sense? You'll be exploiting and abusing the men, right? You are doing your hair, your makeup before you met me. My friend, keep
now
it.
You are talking now, Steve. Now
keep on doing it. You are doing it before. I mean, you're waiting for to do it for you. You're passing around leeching on men, and when we talk the truth, then you won't get there. You can depress men, and you can scare men away. Some men can around you, then you want to make a lawyer and say that your part. And not your part. And not your part, not responsible for you, that your uncle. The scene where you are taking care of yourself before you marry, take care of yourself like that. And you big guy, and you responsible woman, then continue the responsibility now. What thing was all be wasting our time on. So that some of the things was all be discussing. That the fact that the thing was all be discussing. You said that you put your whole expectation in one man. You're just stress these men up in this place here.
Seriously, my brother.
You're embarrassing men. But man, the first thing they will tell you, you're not helping to pay my rent. Excuse me, you were helping to pay my own rent too.
So here's the talk. Yeah. Most of them they talk about God fearing.
We God fearing.
Most
don't
want
I can fear man. I don't want to tell you.
Look, let me laugh. God fearing.
Leave that thing.
I've not been warning you because I won't be surprised if they put your clothes up. Be modesty.
Oh, no, be busy. No. Oh, be Solomon, you are the
Monk, think about it logically, right? Think about it logically. Monk, you got your bills to pay. You go talk to a woman for you to be in a relationship. Then that trouble you tell. You should be responsible to buy everything. Even when baby dabber say what the baby daddy you don't want to buy the baby dabber in the milk. What is that? So you can know other things you do in your life when we talk it in your game. And let me stay here to
the expectation
and still quickly before you miss, maybe come out to what you want to say. They had a saying here. They say, if you love, I know you like the monkey, if you like the tail. Sometimes I can be thinking about our sisters, our mothers, and our women. It's bad. The monkey that you bring it to me, the father for the monkey stay alive. Why you want to bring monkey to me and say, if you like the monkey, you must like the tail? Oh, okay, get the monkey to the monkey uno. Go ahead, my brother.
Well, let me say to the Liberian people, Let me see this. It's time for the men to wake up. We have been exploited and abused for a very long time. And I think we need to get to that point. I hear somebody saying, you cheap. That's fine. That's your definition. That's okay. That's your definition. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that. You have the right to use your words. I have no issues with you. That's not my prerogative. I don't have a problem with that. But what I can tell you for a fact, you who are not cheap, keep moving on and adding stress to your life for nothing stress. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And you know what I mean? When I woman leave you, she'll go find another victim again. Oh, you know that? They're hustling. Be there. And you're not cheap. It ain't a problem. Me who cheap, I'm okay. I don't get a problem with that one. Me who cheap, I am okay. I don't have a problem with that one.
What are definition? What are the definition for the word?
My brother, that's something that
I do anything with myself.
but yeah, that's something that believe. Somebody look at me and say, because I call the truth out, so that means I cheap. I told you. I don't have a problem.
At least a comment. My wife, let me tell some of you today.
I don't get a problem with that.
The best radio station that my wife listen to is Truth FM, SKTV. In fact, she made SKTV as her own, so she not get no issue. You know me that they gonna woman girl. Look, my wife can tell me, maybe go enjoy your life, because marriage is not pressing compound. Oh, you come here, some of you commenting, I'm not eat. My woman finna cooking. As well, I move for her, go eat. Don't worry yourself, because marriage is not pressing compound. I have my own personal life to live before getting married to her. So if you want to maybe put me or sandwich me because when you die, let me tell somebody still cooking the on. When you die, or if I want to die, God gonna question me on how I live my life on this earth. Well, I'm gonna question my wife. Because some of you that was thinking say, because you can't read the Bible, your pastor can read the Bible for you. When you die, God will question you on how you live your life. We're not going to question your partner about how you live your life on this earth. No. No. And some of you women, maybe you don't know. The Bible says all you think about is how to please your husband. Anyway, see that, my brother. So we're going to read the Bible. So let's move.
So, newborn, like I said to you in the Liberian people, me, I don't have any problem with anybody. I don't have any problem with anything. The truth of the matter here is, I think men need to rise up and men need to speak up. We have been exploited. People don't see it that way, but we have come to raise the consciousness in this time of men so that we can stand up to the facts. Women are independent, like they said they want to be independent. Most women pass around and say they're independent, they don't need no men, but they get barber shops in the house. You're a hypocrite, and I got barber shop, you don't need men, you don't need barber shop, close everything up and be celibate. This idea that men got to do everything for you is a wrong notion. It's a slavery mentality. No wonder why when a man leave you, then you say you're independent. No wonder why the man leave you, you can say you're independent because you've been slave all throughout. You won't get the power independent. To buy because the maker that you used to buy, how you used to buy it. The false head that you used to point your hair, you used to pull your hair. I used to give it to you. Go get it from the place you used to get it from her.
So the reason why we men now will not speak out is because of the pastors. I mean, look,
pastor.
When you say anything, someone will get vexed.
Some of your pastors, I don't want to go to the men of God, but some of your pastors, you know what they can use the time of offering them for? Now they don't want passing around giving them get any money to be sleeping when they don't go. Your time of offering them, you know that they can buy plenty of them getting to go do funny things. Oh yeah, you know that you ain't ready yet. Anyway, to them about the show will be when we get to the politics. Funny thing. We're getting a job on no toilet. Let's raise our party. But anyway, Melbourne, tomorrow we'll talk about the champion and the pastor there. They accuse your man of God that he's sleeping with somebody in the church. And what your man of God respond? Because I listened to him respond. What did he say?
The man said, no matter all of the crimes, all of the accusations, everything against him, he will stay exposed. Because, mind you, they said, well, in fact, according to the Bible, they not come for perfect people. They come for people who are sinners. But two, there's truth. He said, say the truth, and the truth will set you free. So the man of God, after all of the, in fact, some of the things been happening long ago, by that time he was Danny and Wani with some of them. They not say Edo, but because the man eyes open. And he said, no, but I've been blind for a long time. For example, they vow we can always take, oh, for better, for worse. Who told you that these things are scriptures? People make us to go against the Bible. The Bible says that shall not swear. Matthew 5:35 or Matthew 5:34 to 35. That shall not swear to anything or for anything, or we swear. Oh, in the name of getting married. In the name of, oh, until death do us part. Who told you that? But because that's what the people put together. The people brainwash us. They make us to look like it's in the Bible, we should go ahead and swear. So they made eyes open and said, no, I think there's about time that I speak truth to power. Because, mind you, though, so many people, they are powerful. They have money, they have everything, and they can do anything to you at any time. But the man is brave to talk, he's brave to speak out, he's brave to move about, he's brave to teach. So all of the accusations, he said, let the people speak out. But as far as he's concerned, let them teach Jesus Christ. Forget about him and teach Jesus Christ. So my brother, so far, I feel that's the response that I got from him. And
but the problem there with your pastor, he took a long time to respond. He should have responded to the thing in the board a long time ago. You know, sometimes you see someone who funny cheering and putting it on Facebook. Oh, the person loving to that person. They're not news. So long a man loving to a woman, they're not news. If they say the man loving to another man, are news. If they say the woman loving to another woman, are news. They're not news. That one is so move me. That one is so make me there. That I think I go to what to go explain where to who for what thing, talk what thing about it. Anything they want to say, let them say. So I stay with the pastor. If they say he loving to somebody in the church, that's fine. If it made a person very person leave him. If it made a white very white leave him. What thing so be in that one? What thing in that one is will be trouble? And there's no trouble. There's no trouble there, my people. Wherever you find man and woman, there will be gossip that people will say, oh, that person loving to the person. If the two people who love himself, why it can be the issue? Why it gotta be your issue? People that enjoy themselves their way. Me, I don't discuss people who get married. I don't discuss people loving to the person. If you like it, you can be loving to the whole world at your business. You people, you big. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And I your own body. And I your own what is so worry me about that one. That's not my issue then there. I don't get issue with that one. No. Your personal, the whole body what you get it for you. You can choose what you want to do with it. That means you worry about you going to sleep with somebody or the pastor sleeping with one. That one not my issue. The only issue I get is the pastor there. The church member to take money for them. And they play me, I get issue with them. They lie on the Bible. They using the Bible. But pastor put all the eat chicken as well be worried. If member that people pastor to eat chicken that one on there, baby come from there will go to me. I can go to baby shower. Baby come from there will go to that baby shower. And I will carry a gift for the pastor and the member. What things will worry me now? I don't even worry about that thing. Those things are not important thing to me. The one what important is the one that will take away people's life and kill humanity, that the one that are concerned about. Social issue that will be concerned about it. Man, woman, being as will be concerned about it. Man, woman, being my parent, my man, they left with me. That yeah, I can't worry about where I live, my own doing there. As will be worried about that one. You ain't even worried. You ain't even ready. Is it? The one I don't worry about the one. That's why I can say Joe Boy. I say President Joseph Human Boakai, the one him traveling, I encourage him to go to Dubai. There is a place in Dubai. President in the Khartoum, they have kids in the sky. The Labrampo will pay for it. They will pay the bills for it. They get in the sky. I will encourage the Papa. Any Papa going when they play in Italy. When he gets to Italy, I will encourage him.
Yeah.
Look, my man, they get restaurant, expensive restaurant in Italy that where he can eat. People eat and enjoy himself. What you talking about? So be sunny. And that means Joseph Boakai said, so stop kissing picture there with Katuma will be putting up. He passing around, be making noise on. In the house, my man, now I know what is going on in the country real quick. What is going on?
Well, nothing much, my brother. Today is Friday, having to be the 11th of October. By this time last year or 2023, we already know how the elections and everything going to be like and so forth. But again, we are great. We thank God for life, and we move with all of the vaccinations, all of the appointments, especially those who are acting according to the president. The LDA or have another acting leadership, and also the Ministry of Commerce, also having another acting leadership. So far, these are some of the happening, and there are mixed reactions when it comes to the president's decision on some of these things that are happening. Because, mind you, though, Liberia also saying that the president also said, according to his letter of acceptance, when it comes to Amin Mullah, that Amin Mullah, should do this, should do that, and all. I say no, but president, or because if you check also your record is also bad, because you saying that Amin Mullah, maybe the money that he spent was just too much, or he should have think about Liberian people, but you are also spending close to $1 million just for your vehicle. So again, there are mixed reactions and so many things happening, my brother, but we are great. Thank God the weather condition here is good. But when it comes to our political system or what's happening, indeed, the rescue train, they are still struggling to make sure that they rescue the country.
Okay. Meanwhile, there? Well, Cyrus, I think Milborn, his phone is frozen. I don't know what's going on. He talked about rescue. He didn't say needs rescue over there. Yeah, because soon he talked about rescue. He already harmonizes his whole stuff. Milborn, you can come back in. We'll let you go for now. Come back in. If you can, we'll beg you come back in. Mark, I have the weather in Minnesota.
The weather is great today. I think we're in the tops in the high 60s, 60 to 70, and we expect for it to heat up even going into the evening time. So we're doing great weather-wise. We are not being affected by the hurricane. We are far from the hurricane region in the country. So thank God for the weather. This Minnesota. We don't always have great weather here, but anytime, I keep saying it, every time we get a better weather, we take it for that day, just one day at a time, because nothing is guaranteed here in terms of the weather condition. And just for update, we got 2 individuals that visited our offering basket. So while you are enjoying the show with all the laughters and the fire emojis, please visit the SKTV basket today. Today is Friday. We got 2 individuals so far. So I just give you your update and reminding the listener as well. Don't forget today is Friday, please.
Why they gonna be laughing?
Conversation, I think they like it. And we drift away from the politics a little bit, and Milborn said it right now. Everybody 100% hook on to the politics. So some of the social issue, whether it's the international politics, that's what makes the show interesting. So you got to be diverse in your thoughts, and that's exactly what some people love. They don't want the 100% politics. The politics will always be there. Every day we get political news, but sometimes people want to balance it a little bit. So that's it.
Yeah, I think it's very important to have that balance, because sometimes, to be honest with you, it gets depressing, draining, especially most recently gone through President George Weah's administration, where it was from one noise to another. Then you come back in and see it's frustrating, it's depressing, and I don't blame the people who sometimes want to tune in and just hear some of these realistic, social issues that we can talk about.
Yeah, people want to get a life outside of politics.
Yeah,
the same thing can happen. Yes, Steve. When you getting close to the election season, when the politicians keep bombarding people with TV ads, and you want to focus your mind and just one political ad. Some people can get fed and just shut the TV off, because it's like you can't even watch the TV for 30 minutes without some kind of political ad or popping on your screen, and it just becomes so sickening. And at a certain point, they don't even get the reward for the investment, because when people get so fed up with hearing the politics, at a certain point in time now, you're not even winning people to vote for you, because it's just so much like the whole TV wave is just oversaturated with political art, and people can get sick of things. So it's normal for a human being to behave that way when they get so sick of politics every day. It's not uplifting, nothing positive. It's kind of a draining, like you said, and sometimes people just want to de-stress, something different.
Yes, most definitely. Sometimes people want to de-stress, like you said. People want to talk about normal day-to-day issues, that sometimes people want to keep under the rug, and let me say this from a social standpoint, things have changed. For some of us who take the stance that we take, let me just be honest with you. As we're waiting for Milborn to come back so we can get straight into the politics for the day. For some of us who can come in public and take the stance that we take, whether it's from a religious, from a social, or a political side, let me let me say not respect, but people might not like us because of our stand, either because it's not popular, it's not orthodox, right? It's unorthodox. But I'd say this to you though, Monk. People do respect us because the things that we say, even though you can be mad when you hear some of the things we say, because we're not saying your normal and your usual things that you want to hear, right? But I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to think about some of the things you can say. Go and sit by yourself and rationalize and process some of the things you can say.
Yes.
It makes sense. It makes sense. And you don't have to necessarily like me. It's not about liking me. You remember that guy, that Samuel guy that sometimes you can put on your stuff or whatever it is? That guy was hated in this country, because first of all, the women gang up on him and say he was on a mission to go against women or whatever it is. But truth be told, today he is celebrated because most of the things he said, they were truth.
They were true, yeah. The truth is not comfortable, and unfortunately, people love to hear things that bring them comfort. That's where the clash can come in. Yeah, people might not sound right. Maybe you might not like the way how they deliver things, but when you say that why they always want people listening to something that you got interested in at least more than 2 or 3 times. Because sometimes when you hear things once, it really don't go down, like you don't interpret it. But when you take a step back and you give yourself time and listen to it over, then you will get the pieces will start coming together. And that's what he was. He believed in what he believed in, and most of the things that he used to say, they were the fact. And most women learned from that. Matter of fact, they were always tuning into the show because they believed he was giving them more insight into men as well. You can't just see him to be someone who is misogynistic, oh, he only against women. No, sometimes this thing are the reality. Steve, let me tell you something. When in life, right, things change, and over time, the human race have been progressive, the evolution of human beings. We are no longer farmers anymore. We are no longer the one responsible to go in the field to go and kill animals. Time have changed, right? We live in an industrial age. We live in an information age. The cost of living has increased. And I will keep saying it. They get something we call societal programming or subconscious programming. Things that you've been told repeatedly and over time for you to let them go. It's just hard for you to let them go. It play in your mind subconsciously. So as a man growing up, you were always told you are responsible to take care of female, that you are the breadwinner. That's what you've been told all your life. And
Right.
women were told that they are entitled, that they should be taken care of. So when you live in this modern age now, there's where you see they got people with different views and different perspectives. But smarter women understand this. Smarter women know that, you know what? I cannot expect the men to do almost everything because we live in a whole dispensation. Now the cost of living is high. Even the men income cannot even cover the basic expense for the home. I must be a helper. I must be a team player. And matter of fact, I should even do things that will uplift the men so that we both can become a winner. But unfortunately, even though society has changed, even though time has changed, they still got some people who buy into the primitive mindset that they should be taken care of. And that's where the problem comes. That's where the problem is. Because all your life, you've been told that you are entitled. Rather than being a helper, you say you want to be independent. And you cannot be with somebody that you expect to provide for you and the same time claim to be independent. It makes no sense. And that's exactly what you said.
Well, and Monk, if you really listen true to what that guy was saying, in fact, he's challenging women to change their mindset so that they can become more independent than act like they're independent. Rather, they're not independent, they're behaving like slaves and they're dependent. For example, and you are also trying to get rid of the entitlement mentality that society has imposed on them. For example, you remember one of the videos he talked about where he said one of the girls called on and she said she thought she was entitled to a man who makes 6 figures and he should be tall, he should be handsome, he should be light-skinned, he should be like this, right? She has a picture of the man that she wants to be with. There's nothing wrong with that. But the truth about it is, let me ask you this question. And I think that's where they don't come to terms with reality. You want a 5 foot, you want a 6, one man that makes 6 feet, everything, all of that. What are you coming with? What are you coming with? What do you do to sustain and maintain that man? What do you do to enhance that thing that man got? Apart from coming to say you're going to have sex. Let me tell you something today. Let me say this to all the women that will listen today. Let me say, if you ever think that coming with your body, that means you are bringing something, or that means it makes you valuable, whatever it is. You have been living in delusion for your life. Because the truth of the matter is, if that man who got a 6-figure want to have better bodies than yours, he can go get it from the street. Second of all, some of you want that kind of man, you're not even disciplined. You're not disciplined. So that man put you in a horse. The very first thing you want to control him. That will be your very, very first target. The second thing, once you get comfortable, you know the next thing you want to do? You want to start talking to other men and also too. You're not even disciplined. You don't even know yourself. You're not responsible. The next thing you want to do, you want to be going on vacation and on trip because your own life. You just want somebody on a child might just suffer to reach to that stage. Only for them to come and be taking you on vacation, carry you to the other place, carry you to that other place. Why are you talking to different men? Are you ready yet? That foolish. So when these women, someone that call and you tell them the truth, then they get vexed. They get vexed. What do you bring to? Let me tell you something. You think for a man to be focused and good, you think a jacket from heaven? You think that man jacket from heaven? Somebody beyond there helping him, whether that his man or whatever. And some of you, so you're kind of man like the very first thing you want to get rid of his man in your life, or the woman that was standing with him there, or the person that was with him and helping him. You want to get rid of that person, especially the family member. The first thing, because you're too territorial, you want to take over everything. The thing that you work for, you suffer for, you do nothing. You never labor, you're not part of anything. You just want to kind of take everything, only because you brought body to the table. You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. You guys are not ready because you're not even prepared to be able to sustain that kind of relationship. Mom, what you want to say?
I used to follow his show once in a while, not religiously, but he used to say a lot of stuff. And I think what you just mentioned something that he said in one of his episodes. When you listen to his views and his analysis, he almost like someone who's trying to be an advocate for men. He believed that men were abused or been abused for generations, for centuries, because of this monster that was created by society. They kind of for expectation that they put on men. And it's one of the reasons men die early. Men worry, men stress a lot. Because you nobody is looking out for you. The society created this narrative that everything you're responsible for, nobody care about your mental well-being, nobody care about the level of stress. Like the typical saying that say, oh, a happy wife is a happy home. So Kevin Samuel said, why you cannot say a happy husband is a happy home too? Why everything is only the wife and everybody neglects the husband? And when you are men come with a lot of expectation and so much pressure. That's why you see people going to depression, and like I said, we die earlier than women because of the same expectation stuff. You expected to go out there, you expected to grind, you expected to be successful. And matter of fact, if nobody comes to help you out, society will take you to be something useless once you are not successful. But the system cannot be applied to a female. No, it can be. They could live a better life just for the fact that she's a woman. A man will never make a better life if he cannot make a better life for himself. So all these things, that's why he asked the other girl on that podcast that you mentioned, the little snippet you just gave. Furthermore, he said, if a man, only less than 1% of the population make anything above 6 figures in America, right? So it means there are very small men. Yeah, you are chasing small group of men that you are chasing. That's one thing. Matter of fact, if a man will work his whole life to make 6-figure income, it means he comes with a lot of options and a lot of expectation. Exactly. He will start looking for a high value woman. And the question is, are you high value to believe that you can attract such a man that is 6 foot tall, dark and handsome and rich? What makes you think he will even look at you when you don't even have the quality to match his level of success? So it means you are chasing a dark cat or black cat in the middle of the night. Exactly. So you take yourself from the dating site, because the level or the number of men that will fit that condition, maybe you might not even meet one of them in your lifetime, because they'll be looking for other people with higher standard too, people that bring something to the table. So if you just feel that, oh, I got beauty, or I can give him sex, if you think that all he requires, then you get it wrong. You will never meet such a man like that in your life. It won't happen.
And you are right. Part of the reason why men even die hard faster is because they don't even stop at the financial abuse, verbal abuse, and other abuses. They encourage some of these. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. Some of them have lived their life out of the lack of disciplines, where they have been with different men and experience different things. They come to that man who has been working throughout the day to make sure he provide comfort for you. Let me say this. Let me say this to you. For those of you who don't know, let me say this to those of you who don't know. The issue of sexual activity is in a brain, is in the mind. Let me tell you this today. When a man is stressed and tired or whatever it is, it makes him to not quote unquote stay long too. You don't know that? Oh, yeah, you know that? Go research it. Maybe you don't know. Then you encourage the people children to go take all kind of funny medication only because they should come and please you again. Because you have had some kind of hard sex drive, because you've been with 2, 3, 4, 5 different men in your entire life. You've been bouncing from man to man because you keep taking nonsense from no man. You can't stay with one man. You can't stay consistent with one man for 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. Then you can't bring out other trouble in the heart again. Then that man got to be taking some kind of medication that will pump his heart to make him to have stroke and other things that when we say anything they say, we buy and we this and we that. What you really want that somebody want a child, won't care, you ain't ready yet. You ain't ready yet.
This guy, my people, y'all please visit our offering basket while the show is going on, man. We enjoying the show, man. Y'all gotta visit the basket. We haven't got any update. Update from Simple yet. But we need 2 on the clock. We need
because the entire discussion today.
No, let me say this.
People keep texting me, people keep calling me Mebon. I think it's better, it's good because for our mental health. And still, let me be frank to you. And yeah, go ahead.
No, finish your thought. You said you want to be frank. Well, finish your thought, and I'll
yeah.
see what.
So, you know, you people talking about, the women, they want this, they want that, and you know, this is sad and this is bad. This is, I don't even know how to even describe it, but it is indeed the women, they want money from you. They want for you to be sexually active. They want you to be, and I don't even know how to be. They want everything from you. After they are maybe one way or the other, that you already say quote, they are maybe part through all of these kind of activities and so forth. They bring all of their kinja and hang it on you.
Yeah.
If I nothing can do, if I all you can do, if I nothing here, who told you that how it may look? But because of stress, you want this, you want that, you want the other one, you want the other one. At the end of the day, what happened?
Look, let me make this part clear. Let me make this part clear that some people don't understand. And maybe I will say this though. Try to do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Please don't do it. Maybe I'm a liar. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm ignorant. Maybe I'm confused. Or maybe I just hate people and I just talk the way I like to talk, right? Please, I want to challenge you if you're listening to this or if you're going to listen to this. And this is to the men. Let me say this to my brothers. You know, the issue of quote unquote pleasing a woman is relative. You have to be very careful. To those friends of mine, those brothers who go and take medications, use spray and all the other different things, be very careful. Be very, very careful. Let me say this to you if you don't know. For a man's private part to stand, it has to register on the mind. The whole issue about sexual activity for men, it starts from the brain, from the mind. That's why I can't process how a man will see another man in a private part sense. Something got to be not right.
That's the
But let's not digress. Let's not move on the conversation. Let's come to the realistic conversation. Because the realistic conversation here is when people ask you to use enhancement means using drug or using something. When that woman
alcohol,
you can do that one. You 1 minute man, but all that 1 minute man, what they can be talking, they been with you for 2-3 years. You been 1 minute. Don't hypocrite. You see it, but that's the issue. I want to talk to my brothers so they can protect themselves. Look, exercise. as a man.
No one would die soon, man. Steve, thank
exercise
you.
as a man. If you want to stay physically fit, exercise as a man. I'm not saying you got to be going to gym every day or whatever they're eating iron. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying exercise, eat less sugar, keep your mind focused. Whether you got to read, just keep your mind going in a healthy and a positive way. It helps too as well. But let's come back to the part wherein they encourage you to take enhancement. Let me say this: when your brain signals to your body, let me tell you today, when your brain signals to your body that you want to get involved romantically or sexually, automatically your heart will beat.
Yeah, it's blood flow.
And when your heart beats, your private part as a man that vein, blood just need to come there, will stand. So for those who don't know, it starts from the brain, it comes to the heart, and then your private part stands. Now, when it stands, let me tell you this. You are human, you're not a robot. When you take that drug, or you do whatever you do, for it to overstay the time, over time, guess what happens? Your body gets addicted to that particular medicine that you were taking. Then you start having some dysfunctional problems. But not only that, you are overworking your heart. Remember,
your heart, yeah.
Your heart got to pump blood. You are overworking your heart. Only because you want to please someone who has had multiple experiences. Now, not your responsibility for all the people passing around the community and sleeping with all the men in the name of, for me, I don't take nonsense for any man. And for me, I don't take nonsense for any man, a good-looking man. My brother, that's not your problem. If she feels that you can't please her, whatever, I'll go to the brother and please her. Let her go. My brother, you waste your time there, you will die soon money, and when you die, me, I will come to your funeral and I will say you are fool. I will come to your funeral and say you are fool. Yes. And to my brother, let me tell you this. This notion that some of you have is a bleak, ignorant notion that when you drink alcohol, when you drink certain liquor, you can stay long, you can do the one, you can do that one. You are endangering yourself and your life. You don't know that. Let me say this to you today. I want you to go. I want you to go and go research the alcohol. Read what they were made of. Read the component that's in it. You think the boy who can sell alcohol? You think they're selling alcohol because they let you? They want for you to get drunk? It's a business model. So they will put something in there that will keep you coming to buy it to make you addicted. And some of the alcohols from some of the basic studies that we have done, they've shown that they can cause sexual arousal. They can make people to feel sexual, whatever. For those of you who drink, some of you can attest to it. You drink certain liquor, you feel like you want to sleep with men or you want to get involved or whatever it is. Some of you can attest to it. And don't be afraid or don't be shy to Ray if you are in that department. We'll not get a problem with you. We're not here to judge you. Like the thing you choose to do that in your life, I don't care.
Hello, my young man. You can't be having a dick.
Imagine you are intoxicated. Imagine you are drunk. Yeah, somebody, you see, one of my brothers who can call shot who say, rare one. Thank you very much. You can't
be having a dick on. They be talking about all the team control because.
Slow down.
Today, I don't think we're going to politics. I think we're just still the social issue.
Oh man, I get to the politics, man. I get to the politics of the day. I get to the politics of the day. Well, I get to the politics of the day, folks. Yeah, let's switch to the politics of the day. We'll have this conversation another time because you say you're enjoying it now. You're enjoying it.
Yeah. I just hope I waiting to get feedback from Sego because I just hope they visit in the basket. I've been waiting for the next update.
Today, Steve, before we go to politics, let people face it. Yeah, look, you're gonna visit our basket. Whether you like it or not, today's Friday, and we want all of you chip in. Look, the before politics will not end. We will talk. Now, what says here? And the people can say we talk tired. Let us know they will get what? Or Steve, what they will get running what? No, mama, but Steve can say, look, they will get running stomach because when you say we will talk tired. You say you're full. Let me be sweet in your mouth. And guess what, Steve and Mom? Some of them, in fact, they already started blocking some of us. Some people that were friendly with for a very long time. When we check now, if I want to comment or want to post, we can't see anymore. Try to check out. Not new, in fact, they put block us. Anyway, no problem. We moved. So
you know, I get into text messages here. You know, some people are so the man and papa are enjoying the show. That they kind of thing.
I said the show is hot. I've been receiving a lot of calls.
The show is growing. Everybody, and remember that graduate from politics today. We'll do politics maybe another day. I put video.
We'll do the politics
tomorrow. The show.
We'll continue the political topic.
Guess what, Steve? Guess what? One other mother posted a woman said, you know, you're giving my husband hard time, and I can't even get access to my husband. Can you imagine? Oh, the woman husband a pastor. What kind of wahana be that? You can't get access to her husband. She never get time anymore with her husband. But every day they begin problem, they begin complain, they begin their life stories.
Melbourne, you know the thing. Some of the things that can make me laugh about the people who are in spiritual things. Imagine somebody looking at you and telling you say the fasting so they can sleep with their wife or the husband that's in the corner. Well, let me send a clear message to you if you're a Christian today watching this show. If your wife wants to fast, she need to talk to you about it. You need to agree.
Yes.
You need to be honest. And for those of you women who can use sexual activity as punishment, let me tell you. Let me encourage you today. The thing that will make a man to leave, do it. Do it. Be wearing jean trousers and go to sleep. I beg you, please.
Thank you. Then I will leave you.
Wear jean trousers and go to sleep. Go to sleep. And we don't want to hear you next time asking for prayer because somebody behind your husband, we don't want to hear that foolishness. Because let me tell you something. The thing you can do, somebody else will do it. Yeah.
Corinthians chapter 7.
The thing you can do, somebody else will do it, and I will support that man or that woman. Yeah. What do we together for? You're not my brother, you're not my sister. What do we be together for? What do we be talking? I don't drink, I don't smoke, what else? I don't get no other activities. What's going on? No, more think about it. You get a man, a woman. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't get other activities. Me usually enter a house or enter a room. What do we be talking? A fast and prayer, they know be talking. You who? You who? So what I'm saying in essence is, you all need to communicate these things, and you all need to stop using. Even if you have disagreement with somebody, when it comes to that other part of life, you get into that part of life. I'm saying that I send the warning to y'all. Because we now want to hear prayer request that your husband can come home, you can sleep, you can do the one, you can do that one. If we hear that one, we'll not take that other prayer request. Another prayer request that you should never pray for in the church is the one you can call unspoken prayer request. And you're not hear that when the church kind of they give you unspoken prayer request. Anybody who prays unspoken prayer request, you are not a Christian. You're not woman of God, you're not man of God. If the man of God allow that unspoken prayer request, that man of God is a fool. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, Chiola, they are talking to the men too. If a man refuses and he be wearing that jean trousers and get attitude or whatever it is, Chiola, I'm giving you free order to do what you want to do. Yeah, what is wrong with that one? I was supposed you in our area. Somebody, Jen, you can what your husband, Jen, you can help me? Yeah, that one I have. So I go back to what I was saying. Those unspoken prayer request business. Those unspoken prayer requests, baby. Steve get no respect for women. The be respect for women that you don't even know.
Steve, I want us to look at the book of Corinthians, 5 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5. Then you cannot, because if people, in fact, they just use the Holy Bible or the religion and how they want to. So they say, don't defraud. And you know, in fact, you're going to more interpret that to us and not a monk. So monk, yeah, we want us to move.
Yeah, because more is the more.
Because it's in a job too much in a country, but
from what I'm hearing, most of the incoming deacon, but he didn't let how the church financial affair was handled, so he slowed down. So let monk was saying, bro. Monk, the great monk.
I enjoy you guys. I'm just listening and just sucking it in.
You know, behind closed door, I don't call monk. You know, I can always call monk. Anytime you on the phone, the great monk. I can call him. I don't call him monk because the guy who he named himself after, one of my favorite strikers from Brazil, monk. So Melbourne. Let me go back to what I was saying now because I think that's critically important about this unspoken prayer request thing for those of you who are Christian. Please don't. If the president thought a prayer request, let them go to the hotel and go do the unspoken prayer request. Imagine, monk, somebody come in the church and say the unspoken prayer request is for you to die, and you there praying. You know what that unspoken prayer request is, but all of they're speaking in tongue, and that request is for you to die. But you let's say praying for you to die.
When the whole phenomenon of unspoken prayer came into
that what they get in the church. Right? When they walk out with gossip prayer there and pray them to take somebody's husband or somebody's wife or for somebody to die by fire by force, then they say the unspoken prayer request. Oh, okay. Soon you thought I want in the church, we're cutting you off, go sit down. Saying we can't get your prayer request, carry your prayer request to your house, lock it all in your valise, and keep it there. We're not going to listen to that. The people who get prayer requests to talk, and the one who will listen to. The one who wants to
technically, what you're saying about the unspoken prayer request, I'm gonna bring back to the olden days where you bring your request to the Levi or the priest in the tent or in the cage, and other people in the church won't know about it because it's unspoken, but it's still a prayer request. Oh, yes. Okay, now I got it.
Basically, you only confess to the Levi and the church. But what they don't understand also, if you really study the biblical history for true. On the day Jesus died, that particular veil, that particular cloth was torn into which symbolizes
anybody can come to Christ.
Which symbolizes everybody can come and pray for themselves. So no need to be going to the priest again, be sneaking. So those who used to sneak and go, but in fact, those were all practices from the Romans. That's how they communicated. That's how they did things, you know. And sometimes people don't understand these things. But again, folks. I mean, I really tempted to talk politics. Have you heard from Sekou before we can move on to the next segment? I don't know what's going on with Milburn.
Oh no, I haven't got it. They only update I got from Sekou inside the show. We say like 2 persons show up and they contributed. I don't know the actual amount, but so far I haven't gotten any update. I just sent him another message again, waiting to hear his response. So for now, it's only 2 as far as I'm concerned. Maybe more than 2, but until Sekou can give update, I will assume that only 2 individuals were able to visit our Cash App and Zelle today. For now, at least for now, until the numbers can change. So today is Friday, folks. SKTV, enjoying the conversation. I've seen all the laughter, all the emojis, and all the positive responses. But at the end of the day, the empty bag and that's I got to show up.
All the unit party put they're not checking today. Nobody there, but they're just happy. They're just laughing. They just.
They believe Joseph Boakai is taking a sabbatical or break, right? For SKTV.
Promise Joseph Boakai when he goes to travel on the trips, monk. To be very honest with you, where he carry cartoon. No, let me tell you something. Joseph Boakai need to be kissing cartoon in public, right there, to the airport. No, they need to go to luxurious places and enjoy themselves. Let them enjoy on the Labrampo sweat. They need to do that. I encourage you to go to Dubai, to go away in the sky that they can eat there. And give warning, cartoon in the sky there. The Labrampo will pay the bill. What are you talking? That one I supported by on it. That romantic thing, I agree with him on it. That the place that me, I can work with him. Oh, I don't want me to work with him. You go to New York, you a cartoon, you walk in there, you get many, you know what? First thing first, I be at that air. Soon we bounce to the airport and that small case I will get. Then the people know say, we're not getting time for your foolishness. Why you're suffering in water and other things going on? You're talking about machine. I mean, modern. We are kissing and making love in Big Apple. What are you talking? Joseph Boakai will be going to Sunny Girls, all the funny. That one thing I can't lie to nobody. One thing I support them about Joe. We are used to be on scandal noise with him. He go to Japi, and then when I want Joe, we are people in that department, and I roll with him. I support him. I enjoy it. Just say he bought that only one horse he bought for allegedly bought for what he need. What on Jackie appear in Ghana. He's supposed to buy 5 horses for 8 or 2 he bought horse for. He's so bad 10. I support Joe. We are on it. What things he do again? I support Joe. We are on it. I want to be talking. Oh, you get Jew here, you get the other Jew, you get the other Jew. Listen, me, I appear Joe. We are on that one. What Joe we are supposed to be doing? What in Joe we are supposed to be doing? And we told you, say, you want where they go. And I get problem with people's social issue there. No, and I get problem with that one. So I support them on it. What Melbourne, one from Melbourne to take 1 or 2 calls, you know. But there is also another trend, Monk. There is also another trend in Liberia, and I see some of those mindsets are brought in the United States. But there's getting to be something also, Monk, something that we haven't talked about, maybe we haven't delved into before. This trend of women going to Liberia and marrying men in Liberia and bringing in. What does that say to you, Monk?
Well, I don't know. People got so many theories when it comes to that, and for me, I got my own understanding of it. It's up to individual. People can make decisions that they choose that they want to make. Because when you stay, you know, everybody got their own perception. Everybody got a different kind of orientation, how they see things. For me, if I've been under Liberia that long, I don't know. It varies with individual. Some people, the one thing that I know, usually when from my own observation in the community or wherever they have lived, when a man bring a woman to this country, the women are most likely to stay. But if a woman bring a man to this country, most of the time, 75 to 80% of the time, the man's going to leave. I don't know, for some reason. And people are getting more informed. People are getting to understand things, the dynamics on the other side of the globe, even though they don't live here physically, but now they got more information. People know the exact time you can do a tax return here. They know how much you pay in taxes here. They know about social security, even though they are yet to step foot in America, but they got information because we live in the information age. So some of these things have to do with perception, because if you were to travel out of Liberia, or if you are traveling to Liberia, let's say 15, 20 years, and you want to go and marry your ex-girlfriend that you left in maybe Edo community or Corway or
Monk, also I beg you, why you're making that, please, I want you to, because me, I left for you to tussle. Imagine you left her there for maybe 5 or 15 years. Do you get it? You were just saying about saying waiting for you.
That's where I'm driving at. You decide. You live in this place. You've been here all this while. You interact with a lot of people. Now, I won't say a lot of people. You interact with few individuals or a lot of people. All depend on your lifestyle. And all of a sudden, you just think instinctively, you think you can just go back to your country or your community and go and marry someone and bring them to this country. And the first thing that comes to mind, the president be like, okay, you've been in America all this while. Matter of fact, we've been separated for almost a generation, sometimes 20 years, 15 years. What make you think that president still have the same kind of a love or whatsoever that existed before you could go back to marry them? So they're coming here, and the thing is, coming to the U.S. is an economic opportunity. So nobody will want to pass on an opportunity. That's one thing. So the vast majority of the marriages, I would say, is more of an economic reason, more of a benefit, because you come from a country, the things are tough. To even get food on a daily basis, it's a struggle. And you think someone's coming to leave America, buy their plane ticket, and propose to you, it's going to say, no, you will come. But equally so, when you're coming with ulterior motive. Now, on the other hand, they got people that bring other people here that help make their life better. But the question is, they are very small in number. I would say less than 5%. But because the vast majority of the time, from what I have observed, most of the time when people that have been separated for an extended period of time, when they go and marry their partners, whether the man or the woman, I'm saying from my own observation, it worked when the man bring the woman, but it also failed a lot when the woman end up bringing the man. So, like I said, it's more of an economic imperative when it comes to that particular argument. And the chances, I would not look. Let me tell you something, Steve. Everything we're doing left is risks. Even the car that you drive every day is an inherent risk to everything that you do. But the only thing is, when in life, whenever you are taking your decision and the odds are not in your favor, you don't participate in the game. I'm not saying I cannot marry somebody from back home, but why would I want to be here all this while and just go to Liberia randomly and say I want to take somebody from over there and marry them and bring them? I know the chances that relationship might likely not work, because the person you are married to, don't forget, they've been interacting with people in Liberia too. They got their entanglement on that side. They got other relationships they have established over the year. They got feeling for somebody. So the idea that you can just wake up from this country and go and marry somebody from back there, man, is absurd. I'm not saying, I mean, it all depends. In some instances, it depends on the individual, but that would not be a risk I would want to take or I would even consider. No, I won't.
Well, Monk, I have to agree with you, because you see, what people don't understand is the thing that you see, especially for women who get emotionally attached, the person that they see the one that they hear every day, the one that they interact with, and they get intimate with every day, they build more attachment and connection to them. It's psychological, and it's just true, right? You who on the phone, you who maybe you call your talk 30 minutes, 1 hour, you gotta go to work, you gotta go to sleep. Life going on for that person. And let me just say this though. You know, our people back home is not to disparage them or whatever it is, but majority of them, the men and the women, their own games, they're exploiting people. Even if you were with them, you were with them for a couple of days and you come on their side, they're also gonna game. It's all about what they can get. They do it financially, they do it emotionally, and they're also gonna exploit the game. So you take your time here, but on the flip side of this, also, I want to say this. You to the men in that problem, let me just say this. Think about this. I want to think about this. You get a woman who lives on her kind of Labrador can marry you. What thing happened to the men right here? What thing happened to the men right here? For most of them, it's about control. Yeah, today, for most of them, it's about control. They want to be able to control your life and position you. That's one factor. Another factor is this. Maybe you need to check the record here. What they've done here, you need to check the record here. What have they done here? In the community, you need to call to and ask. Don't just be excited when they say the person from Arizona or they're from Minnesota. From the other. Check the record. What have they done here? My brother.
My brother, even though I've been following the two of you.
You make a mistake at church, join your bring. And when you get church, don't buy. They tell about church, don't buy. Anybody can be the one is poor, and the church will face it. That means that you will on. You go take one girl and bring her.
Oh, Rufus Paul Johnson. Maybe you have maybe issue with me.
Oh man, Melbourne. Maybe we'll not open the line here for our people back home on the topic.
Yes. So quickly before we open the line, let me just you and Monk were live on the radio when you were talking about some of the social issues, especially when it comes to people coming from on our side, coming down to marry, and you said that the men at least they are doing well more than the women because the women are more controlling, or in fact they want to control everything. But again, that's it. But quickly, let me just give you some of the latest news before we go to the line. Get us some news from your end.
My man, I got news. Wait now. My man, you won't go on the party.
Another resignation.
Yes.
Yes, but you know, I will move. We got to inform the people now. That's the best thing to do. Even though we're not into politics, but we're going to inform the people what's going on. So you want to do that?
Okay. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
All right. So Ambassador Sarah Faina has resigned as Liberia's permanent representative to the United Nations. That's the news that we're getting, that she resigned. I don't know for which purpose, but I think maybe if you have the letter in your hand, maybe you will read that to us later on. But again, let me go to the line and take calls from back home. But to all of you, your permanent representative at the UN, she resigned. Well,
yeah, I got it. Communication here. Go ahead, take calls.
All right, wonderful. So the line already start blinking. Let me go to the line and pick my first caller. Today's caller, good evening. Hello. Yeah, my brother, good evening. Go ahead, your name and from where you join us. Go ahead. I hear somebody talking about, do you know how many ministers that resigned? We're not counting. Go ahead. My man move on the political. I don't know why you do it. I shop or so on. So let's call a good evening. Hello, go ahead. Okay. Oh.
how many hours I went to take serious. I left that relationship, I was married and never again. And then when we go for over 30 to 45 minutes, and she are telling me how small for the collaboration. And she didn't respect me because my pressure is very low. I know what 5 to 10 minutes. All of men can go more than I want to have. We should have felt awful.
Thank you so much. At this Steve, we will come every Wednesday. Wednesday will be Rufus. They kind of a topic. Today, keep a course coming 0777 285 971. Today's call. Good evening. Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, remember this is David King. I join you for my resident.
Why, David King? I've just told you that according to information, your permanent representative to the UN resigned. They just should give you a letter. What kind of letter now?
Okay. Yeah.
I will read. If I will read, I know you tomorrow by God's grace.
Okay. All right. If you want to see all the social talk. See, for me, like I always say to people, I just one person, I have that feeling. And with nothing against America, but for me, I don't have anything called American dream. Even though we sit here and they are always teaching to go America, for me, I think if I have the opportunity to go to America, I will just go there for a visit and come back.
All right.
My wife was telling me the look, I want us to play TV so we can go to America. So I then the young guy American dream. You must go and play and go for me. I don't feel like going to America.
All right, thank you so much. I don't feel like going to America, even though I want to ask Business Man and Steve as to if the panel is outside, for example, the other panel is outside for 2 to 3 years, what's going to happen when you thought they say, oh, you cheating you, but you separate according to Corinthians 7 verse 5. He said, don't leave your partner for no other reason. Keep your cost coming 077. Yeah. Look, they could be interesting. Hello? I'm okay. Go ahead. Good evening. Go ahead, my brother. Yeah, but the topic is interesting. Hello? Okay, we're not getting you. Move away from your radio. Hey, you call in, move away from the monitor so that we'll be able to get you clear, right? Keep your calls coming 0777 285 971. I'll be Zenema and Steve. What when you separate? Because sometimes people travel. By the time you pass away, hey, you cheater. Hey, you did it. So when you travel, Steve and Mom, what's going to happen in that time? Maybe the person travel for 4 or 5 years. So what's going to happen? 0777 285 971. Today, for a social talk, we'll ask all the hardcore questions. Today's caller, good evening.
Yeah, back again. I said, Lawrence Johnson calling for John Levy.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
Yeah. You know, the women in this line, the people, they all to feel like we not human being because someone when can you level you speak, you be talking alternative. Talking alternative, someone loving you, they loving you, they relationship. They all mean loving you, they're not satisfying, but you can't do you not the one to do everything that will satisfy them and I level. So take you to be when you in the area, you just say that you be yourself to locate in that place and do your level. So concerning the result, you know, sometimes they say when you not put your horse in order, somebody will cover also and then into the do anything so that the government will keep resigning and take the fee. So we just got to respect that, we just got to pray for our country and say the thing they can finish, let's say they're so can put another person that will just.
All right, another says yeah, try and error, like someone will say. So let's go to good evening. Yeah, my brother, go ahead. Today, about a social talk. Tell us about the problem that you face with. Are you 1 minute, man? 1 minute, man. Go ahead, my brother. I just asking those someone that see your mango. Okay.
You see, for me, I don't dream about going to a friend who to Liberia to be a best place in the world. Therefore, I always dreaming about making my country Limba to be the best place more than Paris.
Oh, so you won't be controlling your own?
And yes, Limba, somehow we are determined for the capacity is not there.
Oh.
It's the way I'm determined if I have the capacity, therefore, and I even wish to go anywhere, I will make Limba more than Paris. I'm telling you,
okay, so how about socially? Are you also determined socially? You sure you don't want me in there? I'm not living in there. The women are completely every day. You're someone get way back. Keep a call coming 077-285-961. That's the number for you to call to be part. Every time a woman is complaining, every time you pass somewhere, you put all the time you wasted. Reason money, oh Steve, you just calling me all the back to back. Now all yeah, Monk. Sorry, Steve.
Well, my man, that other conversation. Let me say this. Let me say this. You know, they know us about.
Something can be honest enough for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. Then after they say that all the time you been wasted all the resources. Steve, I bet if you see me.
But man, don't let me go into something here because you don't want me to stop.
The cookie coming, my man, forget it. Let me see. I will give you 10 minutes to the time. So me just tell it, maybe the last caller. Hello. Yeah.
This is the one of Moses Basketball, and I do call you from
Go ahead, Moses. Oh, now you can't sleep. You're fighting. Touch my thing today. So can yes my thing. Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
According to biology told us that women need to go with 7 men before they can be certified. So I didn't tell you all that we have to certify, we have to go out with them to certify the 7 men habitat for them. So I said no. The one you ought to get is the one you get.
My man, some of you do if you see, some of you no love. You can't even do nothing. See you, man. Some of you are still talking and tell. Some of you do if you see natural life. If you see the hello, the last caller. The last caller will move. Hello? Oh, I'm very careful. The last caller, hello? To a middle. See, to my brother, if you see. Let me see the caller. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hello. Correct. Go ahead. Man, dear, I'm okay though, except you. I don't know how you doing. Wonderful. Tell us that the people say, in fact, you're all kind of way. Tell them too. Someone of the PC, right? Your name first. Correct, Rita. Oh man, Rita. Go ahead, Mama. Go ahead, talk. Talk your own. Oh, the man died. That means the man not frustrated. I didn't say the man died. Yeah. That means the man not frustrated you. That means that one alive. Okay, Steve, you're in the more hearing it. Maybe they will find way, yeah? All right, thank you. Where
is it found where you?
I was just about to ask not going to find where I really don't know what you're talking about.
You're not seeing man. What's in the town?
Mama, Rita, Steve and Mom will find way for you. Don't worry.
I don't know in the town, bro. I beg you, don't bring that. I don't know, yeah.
No.
Mom, I didn't react to the callers.
Well, before I can react to the caller, I just got update from Seku. They seen 2 individuals. Nothing changed since then. Hopefully, I guess we didn't make it today. So I know maybe tomorrow and before Sunday, if we can hit our target, because usually when we don't meet on Friday.
Tomorrow on Friday, I'm coming on the show. I will sit down and watch TV. I watch the games.
When we don't hit target on Friday, sometimes our people they usually show up the day or two after, which is on Sunday because Sunday ends the week officially. But that's where we are right now, so nothing changed, and we okay. That's it. The SKTV people, we know our people, we know our contributors. They will always show up in one way or another. So even though they've been slacking the past couple of weeks, but we hope that it get better tomorrow up to Sunday, at least to close up on the high for this week. But yeah, I've been listening to the callers, and I mean, you said everything right. The issue about men, the societal expectation by putting extra pressure on yourself, taking all kind of enhancement, you cannot kill yourself at the end of the day. The first rule of life is self-preservation, right? You got to keep yourself alive. You got to make sure you are functioning before you can do anything in life. So the whole idea that you want to please someone else at the detriment of your own health is very risky. And I would say for our women, especially when it comes to relationship, I keep telling people women are not like men. Women, when it comes to information or the way how they do things from an operational standpoint, they process information different from us. And smarter women know how to support their men. Steve, have you observed that in this country, right? Most of the politicians, do you pay attention to that? Is it something you've been following all the years that you see the kind of a women that he's got married? Whether it's Barack Obama, whether it's the John McCain, the John Kerry, and all these guys. Do you know that in most instances, even the Ted Cruz, that these guys, women were the one that make it big time before them? You know that? you know that, Steve? I'm asking you the question. I've been sincere because
that's a trend. That's a trend. I'm thinking
yeah. Let me give you a few of them. Like John Kerry, right? Former presidential candidate and former Secretary of State as well, right? He married to the people that made a Catch of the Heinz group. They are billionaires. They come from a family of billionaires. Even John McCain married to a woman, Sidney McCain. She came from the Anheuser-Busch family. Billionaire hairdresser as well. But Michelle Obama was the boss for Barack Obama as a law firm. I'm saying this to say that in instances when you see yourself as a helper and as a partner to a man, sometimes it's not always the man that will be the one to deliver in life. But when you see a good man, you partner with him, and you understand your role. That's why I say smarter women know how to play the game. They don't see it as an entitlement. They see themselves as a helper, as a team player. Because at the end of the day, when the relationship works, when the marriage works, when you got some kind of financial stability, everybody tends to benefit. But this whole idea that men should go beyond the core of duty, even at their own health, at the detriment of their own health, just to please you because you feel entitled, I think it's a bad way to go. And I hope that most women will come to the realization that we are partners in this thing. We are not competitors. And matter of fact, there is no such thing as entitlement because we live in a whole different world right now. So I will admonish women that all I can say, I'm not going to respond to maybe all the callers, but I will just keep telling our sisters out there, when you want this thing of a high quality man, you got to put in some work because it's almost like magnetism. They say like and like attract, right? If you want a high quality man, then make yourself a high quality to be a help to this man. Because a man that will take his whole life to make himself a high quality individual, he's not going to take anybody randomly because you are beautiful or because you think there are a lot of men in your inbox or because you think that you can give him sex. No, it got to be something bigger and greater than that. So in as much as you want high quality men to make the relationship to work, you should also work on yourself to make sure that the thing become a success as well. Because relationship is partnership. It's not competition. It's not about who controlling who. No, it's all about partnership. And for people who go back there, and Steve said it right, most of them, it's about the idea that just because a guy is struggling back there and he's in a country where you don't have a lot of economic activity, you can bring him here to use him like slave. You want control. No. How can you see your man? And I want to think that men will not accept. Most of the time, women don't understand. Disrespect of men will not take it. Even the poorest man on this planet, the moment you show any sign of disrespect, because for men interpret love as respect. So any woman that gives him disrespect, no, that love is dead on arrival. So just know that because you go for a guy from back home, you bring him to this country, rather than helping him to build him up, you want to tear him down, you want to control, then you might be the victim. And who's going to be the biggest loser? You are the one going to be the biggest loser. You bought your ticket, you went there, pay for the marriage, the entire ceremony most of the time, because If the guy is not financially potent, then most likely you are the one carrying the financial burden. And then you brought him to this country, rather than reaping the fruit of your labor, he end up walking away only to go and fall into the arms of another woman because of your own negligence. So I will admonish my sister out there, all my sister, my Liberian sister, no matter where you find yourself in the world, relationship, man, woman, business, or about partnership, or about team player, and everybody understanding their roles and responsibility. There is no such thing as entitlement. There will be instances where the man will make way more money, he will be successful, and he will know his role to play. But the whole idea that just because you are a female, it means you are entitled to everything. No, you got to get rid of that mentality. So I will stop there for now, Steve.
Thank you so much, Monk. You know, the problem with this whole relationship thing, are two major things I've seen in our lives, in our time, in amongst us. The monk said the very first thing is most of our women are not disciplined. They equate submission or they equate discipline to be the person should respect, the person should love you. When the man love me, then I respect him. When the man love me, then I respect him. Keep it moving. You're looking for love. Fine, the man looking for honor and respect. Another thing I also see is this for nothing whining and just making noise. Men don't like noise. You're here today with me. Men, we don't like noise. Imagine you come from working 24/7, you call somebody on the phone for you to talk, or you come to the house to meet the person. It's so whining. Who got time for that foolishness? Men can only survive in comfort. And some of you are very indisciplined and controlling to the point where if you're not careful before that man go use the bathroom, you got to have permission from you. Yes. And you passing around with your head on your shoulder and you're independent and how you beautiful and you can get any man or whatever it is. My sister, let me tell you something. The more you lay down with different men, the more your value decreases. You know that? Oh, you know that? I can hear you calling your friend a prostitute or whatever it is. Okay, that's fine. And guess what happened? You who? You will not change the men in the community. Who are you? Who are you?
In a private sector.
Who are you? That's why the in private sector that the same job is they're doing. You get to name the private sector at all. The other person in the public sector that is in work. You understand? So look, let me say this. Let me be very clear to our brother. And so many things we say for our sister then. And when we say some of these things, sometimes people think that we're against women or so forth. No, we're not. Some of all are not. We'll never be. Some of all respect and cherish women. But some of all are also realists. I'm not a politician. I don't do politics. I'm not here to fool you or to lie to you or to convince you. No. I will talk it as I'm talking it. You can take it, you can leave it. At the end of the day, that's your choice. And I'm my choice. It is what it is. You can do whatever you want to do with it. You're rather the person who will kind of sweet talk you'll go look for them. Me, but I don't do that sweet talking thing. I talk it straight as it is. You're not like it at your business. They wonder why you use so that I can sweet talk you. Then later on, you be crying in your pillow. Go to them. Go to them. You'll go there, you'll be there with that foolishness. And you'll be crying. So I'm saying it today to you. You're interested in love. Great. Great. Some men don't know how to love. It doesn't mean you disrespect. Some men don't know how to love. And love, God, maybe you need to buy go buy that book from Amazon. They call it Love Languages. They call it Love Languages. Some of you can be brave enough. Brave enough. And I see women there causing the children empire.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That one common thing.
You get 2-3 children with a man, you're causing that man. Let me tell you something. If you see a man and you call him useless and you've been with that man before, you like useless people. Your part is useless. Especially when you say all men are useless, all men are dog. That means you say your part are dog. If you got a boy child, you say that boy child are dog. If you got uncles, you say your uncles are dogs. If you got nephews, you are saying your nephews are dogs. The pa who born you, you're saying your pa is a dog. Now, not only that man who you slept with, you talking to. Can you imagine you sleep with somebody calling dog? Well, I speak volume of you. That means you like sleeping with dogs. Yeah, I will know you. That I will know you. Oh, but I will know you now. You call the man
all
who
men
is
are dogs.
All men are dogs. Don't manage like men. It's just a dog. Where your partner a brand man, you just call your partner a dog. That means you're who are you then? When you call, how they can call the dog children, not puppy. That means you puppy. I don't want to say anything. I'm not taking it back. Even in your anger, there are some things that you must not say. There's some things and you can't characterize all men. You haven't been with all men. You have not been with all men. So that thing where you're gonna be passing around, you go see some kind of popcorn boy, you decide to go baby with him. That what problem? In fact, your choices of men, when we look at the people that who you been with, your choices of men, they're a bunch of losers. So how can we take the fault because you choose to be with popcorn boys and don't losers? How? You attracted to people who can't even benefit themselves. All they worry about is to wear matching shoes, matching shirt, and count Facebook and take picture. You put on Facebook, you're in relationship. After 6 months, it not work. You in matching shoes and matching shirt with another man. That's our business. And are you passing around with the losers then? How can that be our problem? How can that be all the men on the planet Earth on a problem? How? So, you got to pick the men you want to be with too. Like Mom said, if you want high quality men, then you yourself got to position yourself to be high quality too.
That's it. That's how it works.
You have to
like a truck.
And that's why the Bible said help meet. It didn't say help mate. You got to be able to meet that man somewhere. But you're not high quality. All you worry about is to put for weed, everything false. Everything you get for the most part on you false. For abra, for latches, for nails, for everything basically on you false. False breath, false butt. But then you telling us, say, all men are useless.
All men are dogs and useless.
All men are dogs. Well, you're addicted to false things. That will make it think that way. And you just call your power.
And you always talk about contradiction. That one the biggest contradiction, because if you're interested in high value men, and then you have all this notion that all men are useless and all men are dogs, that means you even kill the purpose for why you are looking for even a decent men. Because they say thought influence your action. If you believe subconsciously that all men are useless and all men are dull, then you cannot be looking for somebody better. Because even if you will be fortunate enough to get somebody better, the assumption alone will kill your own relationship because you believe that all men are dogs.
Yeah. Imagine passing around with that mindset.
Yeah.
All men are dogs and all men are useless. Just imagine passing around that kind of mindset only because something didn't work between you and somebody, or you decided that you will pick somebody who you knew is useless and you think you are going to change that person. Imagine being with somebody who you are a single mother, you paying your bills, you move that joker in your house because he used his rent money to play gamble, or he smoke, or he drink. You moving into your house. Just imagine that. You move that joker into your house. He can't eat your food, eat your children and cereal. In the name of you in love with him. He playing video game, holding game, go over a job. He in your house.
Yeah, eat your children cereal.
Eat all the children and cereal, then eat all the biscuit and the cookies in your house. He drink all the children and milk. Literally. And he got a light on 24/7 anyways. Because he B-boy, he can be in heat. AC got to be on. TV got to be on. Music playing. So, to even make it worse, he say he's a musician. He can't get a job because he's in studio. He in your home making noise 24/7. A muscle in studio. Just got people coming in and out of your house. But they just evicted him from your apartment because he couldn't pay rent. Or he was with someone again. You met to a party, he left that guy. You think you in love, you're moving in your house. And he then making noise 24. He can't even sleep to go to work. He can't get enough rest to go to work. Because he then making noise 24/7, giving his hard time saying he's a musician.
You remember, Stephen, we had a conversation the last time I told you on the show why social media too is going to be one of the many reasons that people will stay single. Is this delusion of choice, right? Let me say again, the last time I told you on the show when we were having this thing, I think something similar discussion like this. I told you, I said, Steve, because of social media, there was never a time in human history that we were able to interact with each other halfway across the globe. You never grew up in an era, or I myself never grew up in an era wherein you could be in Liberia and talk to a girl in the US, or you could talk to a girl from Ghana or Nigeria, but social media have provided that platform right now, right? But one of the downsides that came with the social media is this delusion of choice. right? Because here's the thing. There's a difference between you're talking about you want good men, you want high quality men. Okay, these men also want high quality women. But there's a difference between attention and intention. Now, social media has acquired you the ability that you can get 20 guys in your inbox stalking you, so you believe that you have options. Now,
Yes.
the guy who actually got interest in you, he got intention, but 90% of the men in your inbox know you want the attention. They only want to smash, just to call it in a fancy way. Okay, now you believe that because you got so many people in your inbox that you have an option. And guess what? Whenever you got into idea that you got so many options, even the one that you will not appreciate him because you think that, yeah, I got option. And this is where the problem will keep coming from, because at the end of the day, I would say 9 out of every 10 guys that will come in your inbox on a consistent basis, they are not interested. They have no intention. They only come for attention. And that's why, and you know, men understand women when it comes to the psychology, you know, women crave attention. When it comes to attention, attention is like oxygen to women. They cannot live without that. So you wake up in the morning, you see bunch of sims in your inbox, just pressing you and just liking your picture and saying, "Oh, I'm damn, man, boy, I say the hot girl around here, I can just do anything, man." At the end of the day, when it does settle, yeah, that's how you end up losing the guys who got intention. That's how you end up losing high quality men, because the high quality men, they will not be the ones stalking you in your inbox. You got to show them something or give them something to believe that you yourself is of high value, and that's how you're going to attract or have value men. So that gets a caveat and gets a reminder, because we talked about this before. But anyway, I think we covered ground for today on the show, and we did extremely well.
Tomorrow we get into the politics, folks.
Yeah, the politics, yeah.
Politics.
Today was a Disgrace Friday, social issue 100%.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll get into the deep politics. We'll talk about Jose Yuman Boakai's speech. Like Monk said, this is my third time listening. Monk, every time I listen to it, it seems like I pick up something from it. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the resignations that are going on. We'll talk about the resignations that are going on around Jose Yuman Boakai. What it really means. Is this sending a signal for change, or is it like they want to replace? Because when you fire people too, I'm seeing the word of mouth between Jose Yuman Boakai and Amin Modakian. When you fire people, or when people resign and you didn't fire them, do you know that they have the edge over you when they resign?
Yep, when they resign voluntarily, then they mean they can do more damage than when you fire them.
Exactly. You never fire them because you don't have now any kind of reasonable reason to say this. I read Amin Moda's wife communication. It is very interesting. I think that one of the very first time I saw her write on Facebook. It is very interesting. But here's another question. The LDA situation that's going on, where you have the Fadiga, one of the Fadiga brother, and AB Kuma have been played and pushed around. Interestingly, the other guy who was in charge resigned. But also, interestingly, the guy resigned in less than 24 hours. They appointed somebody else. Mom, you see, this is not coincidental. Something is happening. Now, here's the question. Here's something I want for you to think about. Will AB Kuma finally walk away? Will the Fadiga brother finally walk away? Now, when they walk away, are they willing to talk? This is something that we're going to discuss tomorrow. Folks, please don't miss the show tomorrow. Monk said we'll cover all grounds. Thank you so much, folks. Like Sekou said before, the Unity Party-led administration is unstable.
Hey, Steve, go ahead, Steve. I want to put Lova on Lova call late. I get ready to chime in, but go ahead. I mean, complete your thought. You're already on the line.
No, let Lova call because somebody else too will call me, Jenna. Let Lova call. I'll call you back.
Oh, you want Lova to call you from your end?
No, Lova can call you. You're putting on.
Yeah, he already on. All right, Lova, go ahead. I think people are listening.
I just wanted to thank you for the sections that you did. I was scheduled to sit in for my therapist today, but I canceled that. Saved me $300. I'm gonna send you guys $25 of that $300.
Well, Lova, you corrupt, eh? Wait. Lova, you corrupt. Lova.
You hearing Steve?
Lova.
Steve said Lova. You hearing Steve?
You corrupt. How we save you $300 and you say $25? That's corruption.
The man said you are corrupt. How can you get 300 and send $25?
What wrong with you? What? More local low.
You guys saved me that $300. So out of my honesty and not being a part of the JB camp, I'll give you guys $25 today, man. I saved me so much money. Every Friday,
hold on.
Before I go to my therapy, I'll turn into SKTV and listen. If you guys are not having this session, then I'll go in and sit in for my therapy session. But
They may give you an option, Steve. You either take the 25 or they may go to his next therapy session and then you end up losing the cash.
I can call you. I will call you after the show with you.
I'll be honest with you. I followed through, and it was a little bit relieving from the extra stress that comes with the Liberian day-to-day politics and
I know, right?
issues that are going on. But again, like I said, hit me up with the cash app or whatever.
You already printed at the bottom of the screen. I think you're on the screen now. Also, you can go ahead. All right, Lufa.
I got Morgan, baby. I got a caller here. You called earlier.
Energy, I'll request my $25. If you don't care, we'll go to court.
I got a caller here. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, please? Sorry, you called earlier. I'll call you back again.
No problem.
Yeah, but announce yourself now because you left the show. You've been going for almost 2 years now. Say you took over 1 year. You ran away, St. Joseph. But wait now. I come and give you the chance for you to talk. This is your show that you established from the beginning. St. Joseph Boakai then took all the staff corruption and won't hold it accountable. You ran away from here, but you back now. Tomorrow come on the show. I want you to call tomorrow on the show because we won't hold you accountable because I your soul Joseph Boakai to us. So say that on SKTV tomorrow we'll handle that other talk. But go ahead.
The topic this morning, this afternoon, will Nigeria make a progress or why you guys here? You were talking about Liberian women as a whole, not only Liberian women, but women as a whole. There should not be liability on men. I was just laughing and I said, let me call my son and see. But however, there is no corruption in the Boakai administration that would speak of. If you want me, this time, I want to be either a guest or on the show to defend the government that brought into power. I'm not in a position against Mr. Bole to be calling on show to defend the government. If the institutions want me to become a panelist, I will come and share my thoughts. But I don't think the government is corrupt. The government is trying to bring
but we're not talking politics today, Mr. Denua. Can we please talk on the time we're talking today? Tomorrow you can talk about.
Yeah, Mr. Denua, tomorrow you will have all the options to talk politics all you want.
So all of those things, if you want me to be a guest, you need to ask FKTV to say I want to come on the show. The day I get time that I can be free, I will come on the show and I will appear, we'll discuss Liberian issues. So that whole stuff was funny to me. And you guys are doing everything is coming on court. Joseph Boakai is working with the international community to bring back the image of Nigeria. Thank you, guys. And see, on Tuesday next week, I want to come on the show and show myself, not calling into the show.
Yeah, but let me talk about that one behind closed. We'll talk after the show. I beg you, please.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we'll talk. Well, folks, that was Papi birthday, no? He ran away and went to the building and wanted to Joseph Boakai. But all I do when you're talking, we'll come on the show.
We'll bring it back. Yeah, you will come back.
You'll come on the show. But Mom, I think that's it for today.
Tomorrow we'll dive into the same topic for today that was scheduled for today, and we'll play that video again so people can get the remaining excerpt from that video, and then we'll take it from there tomorrow, God willing.
Most definitely so. Thank you so much, man. Folks, let's have a good weekend. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe. Me, I'll try to do the same thing. Good night.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who waiting to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The purpose is giving the care and the purpose. There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from